Hello everyone. Students, today we will read about friction. You are already familiar with this chapter friction, and today in details we will discuss about friction. So let me take some example. Suppose there is a ball and you have given a force on the ball, and ball has started rolling on the ground. And if you observe carefully, you will see that slowly its speed is decreasing. That means the ball is getting deaccelerated. So according to Newton's first law of motion, if any body is in the position of the rest or in the motion, then it continues its motion, or then it continues its previous position till not any external force is applied on that body. So this ball should move to the infinite state. Means the ball should move infinitely, but actually it is not happening. After some time, you will observe that the ball is getting deaccelerated and its speed is slowly decreasing. And after some time, you will see that the ball is going to be stopped, means its velocity is becoming 0. Now, let us see that what forces are acting on this ball. The first one, which is acting on the ball, that is the gravitational force. And another force which is getting balanced, another force which is balancing this gravitational force, that is the normal reaction force. And any other spring force or the tension force is not exerting on the ball. That means, what is the reason that this ball is going to be stopped? It means there must exist some another force because of which the ball is going to be going to be stopped. So let me think that what is that force? Just any force because of which this ball is going to be raised. So that force which is opposing the motion of the ball, that force is known as the frictional force. And frictional force opposes always this frictional force opposes the relative motion of the two bodies. Okay. Now let me come to the definition, that what is frictional force. Say, friction is an opposing force. That you already know that what is friction. It is an opposing force. Why it is opposing? Because it is opposing the relative motion of two bodies. So it is an opposing force which acts in a tangential direction. Its direction is what? That is in a tangential direction to the contact surfaces, and comes into play when one body slides or tends to slide over the another body. So what is friction? Friction is the force whose direction is tangential. Okay, and it is what type of force? That it is an opposing force. And when it starts to act, whenever any surface, this is one surface, this is the surface of one body, this body, when this body is trying to be slide over this surface, means this surface is trying to slide over this surface, that time this force will comes into play. Okay. Now there are some points. It acts tangentially to the contact surfaces. How it acts? It acts tangentially. It opposes the relative motion and it acts on two bodies. That is the action and reaction. Understood? Students, now we will discuss about the causes of friction. So what are the causes of friction? See, there are according to old view there is one cause, and according to modern view there is one cause. So what is the cause according to old view? According to old view, this cause all of you know that what is the causes of friction? Causes of friction is the interlocking of the surfaces. This thing you also know that what is the meaning of interlocking. Interlocking mean, see, suppose there are two surfaces. One is the box. This is the surface of the box, and this is the surface of the ground. So when this box is, suppose you are pulling this box, that means this box is trying to slide over this ground, and if we see these surfaces by our naked eyes, that time they look completely plain, but actually they are not so much of smooth, so much of plain. There are hills and craters present in these contact surfaces. So when this surface trying to slide over this surface, what happens? This hills and crater interlocked with each other, means they enter with each other in this way, and that's why they locked and the body cannot move. This is the first cause of the according to the old view, this is the cause of friction. But there are two observations which is against these two laws. The first observation is what? It is observed that the friction is free from the area of the contact. Suppose this is the area, this is area. So this much area is coming into the contact, and here this much area, means suppose this much area is coming into the contact. So it is observed that if the area is increasing, whether it is increasing or decreasing, it is not affecting the what? That is the friction. Amount of the friction it is not affecting. And second cause is what? Second cause is this, that it is observed that if the smoothness, suppose we are putting some grease over here, and smoothness is we are increasing its smoothness. So what happens? At first, though, its friction will decrease, but when the excessive amount of smoothness is increased to a high level, so that time what will happen? Its friction will increase enormously, means so much amount, and both the surfaces will stick with each other. So this is the these two observations are against the old view. Old view means the classical theory, view of the classical theory. Okay. Now next come to the modern view. What is the modern view? According to the modern view, what is the causes of the friction? The causes of friction is friction is because of the intermolecular force of attraction. So what is the meaning of the intermolecular force of attraction? All of you know that everything of this world is made up of molecules. Okay, suppose this is box, it is also made up of molecules, and here the ground over which it is trying to slide. So this is also made up of molecules, this ground. Okay, this surface is this is also made up of molecules, and this box is also made up of molecules. And you know inside the molecule the proton, that is the positive charge, and the negative charge are present. So because of this because of the attraction of this positive and negative charges, this causes of this friction generates, or that this friction creates. Understood? So this is the according to modern view, and this was according to old view. Okay, students, and the next portion we will read in our next video.